All right, boys, we are live. Uh, man, rough day, big time rough. First quarter, we came out blazing, 21-10 in the first quarter, and then pretty much nothing the rest of the game. Um, Nothing in the second, nothing in the third. Finally got a touchdown and 2 point conversion in the fourth. It just wasn't enough offensively. For whatever reason, we just played terrible. Uh, Defensively, I want to say we played good, but dropped interceptions. I mean, just flat out dropped interceptions. Fulton had one in the end zone. First quarter, there was a play where I believe it was Fulton again. I have to go back and look at the game film. But yeah, I think that was another missed opportunity. It was a tip. Um, his guy ended up catching it, and yeah, next play he scored a touchdown. So there's seven right there. Um, the other one that I talked about, the end zone, that's another seven. So you take those 14 points off the board. I mean, it's a completely different ballgame at that point. Um, so you take those off. That's 34-29. You give me back one of the interceptions that I actually caught, that Byard caught, but Landry roughing the passer. So inconsistency, um, dropped picks on one side and dropped passes on the other. Um, and what I mean on that end, looking at the game, three drop balls. Offensively. Then, like I said, at least three that I know off the top of my head, defensively as well. Um, Huge game changers. You can't have those. You got to capitalize at least on one or two of those in a game uh, to be able to pull it out. You have to. There's just no way around that. You got to be able to do that. Tannehill went 11 for 21, 170 yards, three touchdowns, one interception. He was sacked four times. The O line was just terrible against a D line from the Texans that, to be honest, they should not be getting that much pressure. Um, it's pretty sad. It really is pretty sad. Rushing, he only had 13 for 98 yards. I mean, he was churning. I just couldn't get him any more involved in the game because, I mean, I had to pass. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have fed him the rock more, but we were unable to. We just flat out were unable to. Knox had 5 for 86, so this has been a good pickup for us. That second round pick that we gave up for him, 5 for 86 and a touchdown. I believe that's he's had good back to back games. We'll review everything next week during the bye week. Kind of have a bye week press conference and go from there. Mid season review, if you will. The rookie Fitzpatrick still is playing pretty decent. He did have two of the drops, if I'm not mistaken, that we were talking about. It was either him or Knox. But he had 2 for 22 and a touchdown. Brown only had one reception this game for a touchdown as well. Defensively, we came up with two sacks. Again, we should have had three or four picks. I mean, we just should have had them. Did have a forced fumble and recovered that for a touchdown. Brown had a fumble recovered for a touchdown, so that was a decent bright spot that we had for sure. Um, the Texans kind of, after the first quarter, they kind of just went down the field on us. Um, Again, missed opportunities for interceptions would have halted at least three of those drives. So yeah, shout out to Calculated. Um, I mean, he won flat out. He won. Nothing I can do about drop picks. It's just the way it is. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Good for him. Definitely look forward to playing him in the future for sure. And hopefully, when 22 comes, we can end up in the same division as well. I don't know if he's a Houston fan or not. I hope he is. I know I'm a Titans fan personally, so I was real stoked about getting this team to begin with. Hopefully, we can keep him. Um, yeah, I needed that. Uh, yeah, I really don't know what else to say, to be honest with you, because it was just kind of disappointing and frustrating all around. I think I let the dropped interceptions get to me a lot more than they should have. I should have kind of shook it off and just went. Went from there and just kept on playing, but I think I let it get to me a little bit too much. Uh, Honestly, all three of my losses this year, four of my losses now, I put on myself. I can't blame the game for stuff. I've got to overcome it. We all know EA can be EA, but we got to fix those issues. Um, at the end of the day, I got to play better. So I think that's all I got for now, guys. Thanks.